You want to ask me a question?
What's the difference between revolution and insurrection?
Right. A revolution changes the whole landscape. It transforms, a theological revolution. You know, Jesus was a revolution, transformed and changed the whole structure of economic sacrificial existence and completely, radically ruptured what was going on. An insurrection is different. An insurrection so we want a theological revolution. We want to see transformation and change in our society. We want to see not change within the structure. We want to see the structure itself change. Now, what does that mean? That means that, and I was at a church recently, and they gave a lot of money to the poor, and I thought that was great. But they did a whole series on the poor, and I asked somebody at the end, what was the content? And here's the interesting thing. Full of incredibly generous people who were giving to the poor. But imagine slavery. Imagine there were people, there's a very famous preacher actually who said, we need to be kind to slaves. We need to care for them. We need to treat slaves right. We need to use their first name. We need to do all of that. No. We have to ask why there were slaves in the first place. We don't change within the system. The entire system itself needs to change. In the same way, it's all very good giving money to the poor. But we also have to ask, why are there the poor? Why are they there? How can we actually change the structure so that something really fundamentally changes? So that's what's called substantial change. And insurrection lives that change right here, right now. In these little moments, the revolution hasn't quite come yet. But we are going to have a little community where we live that change, where we treat each other in the way that we one day hope the world will treat each other. That we will live in this space. And we will have a little scent, aroma of the kingdom. That's an insurrectionary moment. And if we have enough of those little insurrections, then maybe we can change things. They're also called pirate islands. Pirate islands were groups of people used to try to live outside of the system, the structural system of oppression, and they created these pirate islands where they tried to, but of course they're always crushed, or they always get annexed in. Flash mobs, flash mobs where 300 people turn up in an underground station and dance to iPods and then disappear off. Or one was done in the underground in London where everyone arrived with no trousers on. And then they went about 3 stops down, and then outside there were all these people saying, free trousers, and all this. And so this kind of happens, and then it's gone before it can, what happened? Before it can be colonized by the powers. That's a flash mob. The church's flash mob, as creating these little moments of, whoa, you walk in, and suddenly you're in this place of real change where you see something of what we want the world to look like, knowing that probably that ain't going to happen for a while, but we live it right here, right now.